welcome back to Manifest Heal. I'm Jessica. I know I've been missing for a while, so I wanted to kind of do a video, let you all know what's going on, and talk about kind of a new direction, new series I want to go into. It's still related to everything grounding and being centered, but with everything that's happened in the last month, which has made it extremely hard to do anything, extremely hard to do content or do anything outside of what was absolutely necessary. We're going to talk about that because I think a lot of you out there have been through it too, and or know someone that's going through this. And maybe we should normalize talking about grief. Maybe we should normalize talking about these things together. So from my perspective, I'm coming to you all as a bit of a veteran. I lost my father when I was 27 years old. He had a massive stroke, massive heart attack, died very quickly. And that has made me process a lot of things throughout the last few years, a whole lot. And I learned about the way I process, and I learned about how not to process. Okay? There are certain things that just I should have had, and wished I'd had better resources, better capabilities, and the tools I needed to know a lot more. So I'm trying to help my family through this because now we have had another loss, and this loss is very hard. It's very hard for our family, and I now have little children that are involved with this loss in a different way than my father when he passed. So my mother-in-law passed away after a house fire. So in this instance, we have had the trauma of a fire, and instead of it being a very quick and sudden thing, though the fire was sudden, I get that, but instead of it being a quick and sudden person removed from your life, she lingered for a while because she was in the hospital and they were trying to do everything they could for her. So that's a different, I've debated with friends and I've talked with other friends, and some people have watched family members pass away slowly and have had the ability to say their goodbyes and have moments with them and things like that. And then on the flip side, I've had the experience of a very sudden, very fast death. No goodbyes, no closure, none of that. So these are the two angles that I'm experiencing now. So I have a little bit of contrast going on. Having one happen very quickly and then one staying around for a while. Now my stepfather-in-law is okay as far as that's concerned. The worst case scenario, he's okay. But he was burned, and so he's in healing, and so we are going to have a lot of things on our plate, helping him walk through this journey now himself after. So there's going to be some after grief care, after death, after trauma care. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know if I can say the D word. So sorry if I screwed the video up and I have to delete it. I'll fix it, I guess. So sorry. Cut. Sorry. So one of the things that I want to do is, because I am into the copper and the grounding, and I've got as many pieces on as I can get today, except the earrings. I want to talk about it with you all, and if you want to sit through it with me, and I would love that. I would especially love it if you can, if you need time to do it alone, or you want to take the video in the car or wherever and be real with me. I can't see you, but I'm with you. And I know you can see me, and I'm going to be really transparent in the next few weeks as we walk through this journey, because I want to do a video series and keep going with this on the different aspects, the body, the mind, soul, and spiritual aspects. And preparing this shocked even me. So there's a lot of things. When you sit down and you work through it and you realize, oh my gosh, I need this. I need this. I need this. So I'm not teaching you all. I'm walking with you all. I'm right beside you. I'm down in that valley with you. Whether you lost someone a long time ago or you just lost someone. Anywhere in between. Because if you've lost someone a long time ago, you know as well as I do, it's right there. It's right there under the surface. So we are going to be talking about reconnecting with the body after grief and trauma. We are going to be talking about that empty feeling when you can't seem to connect with God, when you can't seem to connect spiritually. And we are going to take away the stigma and the shame about being in grief. So as a friend, I want to tell you, I totally understand why you're not connected to your body. I totally understand why you can't be present. I totally understand why you forgot where you put your keys 1,000 times. But you don't forget the serious stuff. You forget the little stuff. I know. I totally get it. I also get it why you feel empty sometimes and yet so full. And I also understand why you're too tired to meditate and why it's too exhausting to pray. And that's okay. You're not in trouble. Nobody's mad at you. God's not mad at you. Because if that was the only way to connect to the Creator, if that was the only way to connect to God, we would be in big trouble. Because that's the truth. If praying or meditating was the only way to connect, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that type of belief. And I don't have that type of belief. I absolutely believe that there's a time and a place for prayer and meditation, and they're great in our lives, and they're necessary, and absolutely God understands when you just can't. He's still there. She's still there. However you want to view, see, name, label, I'm not judging anybody's view on what they've decided to connect with as far as what they believe and think. Because that's another thing about this. Grief does a lot of things to you, and it makes you not care about certain things anymore. Because at the end of the day, these little piddly things that people disagree about don't matter. And they don't. They really don't. It's about lives. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about giving, forgiveness, kindness, empathy, righteousness. It is about steadfastness. It is about allowing yourself the ability to rest, which is harder than working and overworking. We avoid grief by working and overworking. We go around and dance around so many of the stressful things in our life with things that appear to be good. Erase your idea of good and evil right now. Let's not discuss that. Let's talk about how we feel. Because that's really where we get to the point of the matter. Because how it makes you feel is what helps you navigate and go through these things. And the greatest lesson of your life can be in something horrible, but you can't label it evil. There was a lesson in it. It's not good or evil. It happened. The greatest thing in your life could do major damage down the road. We can't judge things whether they're good or evil, right or wrong. We have to think about it differently and take on a new perspective from now on, because it's going to change and affect the way we live our lives and the way we treat each other when we start dealing with the fact that we need to admit that we don't have community anymore. We do socially, we do online, and that's okay. I'll use that. If I can connect with you all that way, that's great. I would love it if we were all connected in the 3D too, more. And we'll get there. We'll all get there. Some of the most wonderful people I've ever met, I've met online through YouTube and different things like that. And gone places and met people and been to events and conferences and things I never thought I would do. And I wouldn't have if it weren't for this platform, if it weren't for social media. But let's build off of that too now. Now that we've all experienced a lot of that, let's start building our communities back. Let's start having an effect in each other's lives on a deeper, more impactful level. So thank you for being here. I know this is just the first video, and you're like, sounds great until I see the rest of them. They're coming, I promise. I will do my best. We still have lifing. while there's extra going on. So it was difficult before, and now it's doubly difficult, and that's okay. But thank you all for being here. I want you to like, share, subscribe. We will be expanding and doing so much more interactively in the next few weeks coming up. I want to really get this integrated. I really want to help you, and I'm going to help me be raw, be real, integrate shadow, integrate some of these darker concepts, because the truth is that grief sucks and it hurts, but it might be one of the greatest tools you ever learn. One of the deepest things. If this doesn't deepen your empathy and expand your ability to love, I don't know what else could at this level. So if you're watching this on May 12th, we have a Scorpio full moon tonight. I hope that you are doing some meditations and affirmations if you can. We are given these as signs and wonders and times and seasons in the sky. I believe it, absolutely. And the Scorpio represents death, rebirth, and transformation. So this is a very transformational point. I believe this one is called the flower moon. The Scorpio full moon in Taurus will be a flower moon. So this is a day to unplug, unwind, get out in the garden if you can. It's raining here, so I'm not going to be out there, but I did get to do it yesterday, so that counts. 3 days before, 3 days after the full moon. Use that energy. Use that energy to recalibrate, get grounded, relax. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. I did. It was very cathartic and very healing. I went through a lot and didn't know I was going through a lot, just planting flowers and having a good day, but I was, and it was good. It was healing. Drop a comment. I want to hear how your Mother's Day went. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.